Welcome back to Picks and Gravy, week 15. Coming off a slower week last weekend as we went 39 and 25, giving us a lifetime record now of 540 and 329. Now, over on the Gravy Lock side, we came into last weekend 40 and 14. We only had two Gravy Locks to choose from, so obviously we went 2-0. We're 42 and 14. Going into this weekend, big weekend. We're going to add another new one to the list, but let's just get right to it and start on off with some college basketball. All right, we got Clemson at North Carolina State. We'll take North Carolina State. Michigan State, knocking off my Hoosiers last week. They'll be bouncing back here at Iowa. I'm going to go with the home team, Iowa. TCU at Texas Tech. We'll take TCU. UConn at St. John's. We've got UConn. Oklahoma at Iowa State, we'll take Iowa State. Missouri at Georgia, we've got Missouri. Arizona State at Arizona. In-state rivalry, we'll talk about that in a second. Arizona, we'll take in that one. Kansas State at Oklahoma State, we'll roll with Kansas State. Arkansas at Alabama, we'll take Alabama for the win on that one. Then we got Texas at Baylor, we roll with Baylor. Texas A&M at Mississippi State, we got Texas A&M. Minnesota at Nebraska, we'll take Nebraska. West Virginia at Kansas, Kansas. Florida at Miami. And that is going to be our Gravy Lock of the weekend. That's right, folks. We're going to roll with the Hurricanes over Florida State in the college world. Now, keeping it going, how about Auburn at Kentucky? We'll take Auburn. Syracuse at Pitt, we'll take Pitt. South Carolina at Tennessee, we'll take Tennessee. Virginia at North Carolina, we'll take North Carolina. That's right, they're rolling. They're going to be hot this tournament time, I think. Florida at Vanderbilt, we'll take Vanderbilt. George Mason at Dayton, we'll take Dayton. Notre Dame at Wake Forest, we'll take Wake Forest. Messed that all up. Boise State at San Jose State, we'll take Boise State. Now, once again, that game I was telling you about, in-state rival, it's my Indiana Hoosiers. They're going to be traveling upstate to the Pursuit Boilermakers, and we know this. We beat them at home. There's no way the refs are going to let us beat them twice. It's in their town, their court. I'm still rolling with my Hoosiers. You Boilermakers, Hoosiers today. All right. DePaul at Marquette. We got Marquette. Houston at East Carolina. We got Houston. Virginia Tech at Puke. We'll take Puke. They're rolling right now as well. USC at Utah. We'll take USC. Oregon at Oregon State. We got Oregon State. St. Mary's at Gonzaga. We'll take Gonzaga. San Diego State at New Mexico. And that's the last game of today. We'll take New Mexico in that one. Flip the page. Let's go to tomorrow. How about Illinois at Ohio State? We'll take Ohio State in that one. Northwestern, who's red hot, at Maryland. Who else beat Purdue earlier last week? We're going to take the home squad on that one, Maryland. Providence at Georgetown. We'll take Providence. Cincinnati at Memphis. We'll take Memphis. Wisconsin at Michigan. We'll take Michigan in that one. UCLA. They're going to be traveling right here to play Colorado. We'll take the UCLA in that one. And the last college basketball game of the weekend is going to be the Rutgers at Penn State. We're going to take the home squad in that one. So Penn State, once again, our Gravy Lock of the college weekend is going to be Miami over Florida State. All right, let's keep it on the hardwood. Go from the college to the pros. How about we'll start off with Toronto at Detroit. We'll take Toronto. The Heat at the Hornets. We'll take the Heat. My Pacers at the Magic. We'll take the Pacers. Pelicans at the Knicks. We'll take the Knicks. Hometown Nuggets. We'll take the Nuggets over the Grizzlies. Celtics will be at the 76ers. We'll take Boston. Spurs at the Jazz, and that's the last NBA game today. We'll take Jazz over the Spurs. Now, tomorrow, a lot more games. How about the Suns at the Bucks? Should be a good one. Debut of Kevin Durant at the Suns possibly there. That's a big, big game. We're still going to roll with the Bucks at home. Nets at the Hawks. We'll take the Hawks. Wizards at the Bulls. We'll take the Wizards. The LA Fakers at the Dallas Mavericks. And that is our gravy lock of the weekend, folks. We are taking the Dallas Mavericks over the LA Fakers. That's right. That's our gravy lock and our pick. Keeping it going. Toronto at the Cavs. We've got the Cavs. Kings at the Thunder. We've got the Kings. T-Wolves at Golden State. We got Golden State. Rockets at the Trailblazers. We'll take the Trailblazers. Clippers at the Nuggets. And we got the Nuggets. And that's the last NBA game of the weekend. Once again, our gravy lock for the NBA will be the Dallas Mavericks over the LA Lakers. All right, keeping it going just a little bit left here. Let's go from the court to the pond. That's right. It's going to be the Oilers at the Blue Jackets. We've got the Oilers. The Rangers at the Capitals. We'll take the Rangers. Penguins, they'll be at the Blues. We've got the Penguins. The Boston Bruins, they'll be at the Canucks. And that is our gravy lock of the NHL weekend. We're going to take the Boston Bruins over the Canucks. That should be a good one. Then we got the Ducks at the Hurricanes. We'll take the Hurricanes. Senators at Montreal. We'll take Montreal. Flyers at the Devils. We'll take the Devils. Lightning at the Red Wings. We've got the Lightning. Stars at the Golden Knights. We'll take the Golden Knights. Blackhawks at the Sharks. We'll take the Sharks. Flames at our Avs. We'll take the Avs. Capitals at the Sabres. We'll take the Sabres. Blue Jackets at the Wild. We'll take the Wild. Islanders at the Jets. We'll take the Jets. Kings at the Rangers. We'll take the Rangers. Lightning at the Penguin. We'll take the Penguins. And Maple Leafs at the Kraken. We'll take the Kraken. And the last hockey game of the weekend will be the Predators and the Coyotes. We'll take the Coyotes in that one. So once again, our NHL gravy lock of the weekend will be the Boston Bruins over the Canucks. All right, just two more things, but we're going to introduce a new one to Picks and Gravy. Make sure you guys are checking us out each and every Saturday, hitting that subscribe button right down below wherever you need to. Make sure you play along, and we will be having some special guests with us coming up very, very soon. Always as it is, we're presented to you by E's and B's Podcast. You can check that out each and every Friday wherever you listen to your podcast at. Had a sweet guest on yesterday, Cody McMahon Miller, and we dove into his life and how he got started in MCing in the no prep world and all that. So make sure you guys go check that out. Very, very cool interview. And of course, we keep up to date with all the stuff we're talking about right here from last week into the weekend. So cool stuff. You can also check us out at easandbees.org. And if you want to be a sponsor of either today's show or the podcast each and every Friday, just get at us at easandbeespodcast@gmail.com. We'll throw in your clip here, whatever it needs to be. Play you 3 times on Friday with the podcast, all kinds of good stuff. So make sure you guys check us out. That's easandbees.org. Or if you want to contact us, that's easandbeespodcast@gmail.com. All right, the new one we're introducing this week for 10 weeks. We're a week behind, but we're going to be going for 9. It's going to be the XFL. That's right. The Rocks Football League kicked off last week, and it was pretty entertaining. We've got 10 weeks of football, 8 solid teams, and we're going to dive into today and tomorrow's game, starting off with the DC Defenders. They'll be at the Vegas Vipers, and that is going to be our gravy lock of the XFL weekend. We're taking the Vegas Vipers over the DC Defenders. And of course, that's going to be, I think, the hometown E's and B's podcast team, the Vegas Vipers, being that we're so close to them. We could say, St. Louis Battlehawks, but I kind of like the Vegas vibe. So that might be the E's and B's team going forward. All right, flip the page. There's only 1 game today, 2 games tomorrow. How about the San Antonio Bahamas? They'll be traveling to the Orlando Guardians. We're going to take Hines Ward's San Antonio squad on that one. Then the other game tomorrow will be the Arlington Renegades. They'll be staying right there in state, taking on Wade Phillips' Houston Roughnecks. And we're going to roll with the Roughnecks on that one. Of course, we'll let you know how that goes and give you up-to-date scores and everything on the podcast starting next week, along with standings and all that cool stuff. There's some ex-NFL players playing players trying to get in the NFL. It's college with an added touch, in my opinion, and I love it. There's definitely competition in it, so we'll keep a closer eye on that. All right, with that, let's get to the last thing here on Picks and Gravy. It's going to be, of course, NASCAR. That's right, going down in California, Fontana this weekend. We're going to pick 2 races. We're going to do the Xfinity race and, of course, the big one, the Cup Boys. Well, over on the Xfinity side, we're going to roll with Dale Jr.'s team. That's right. They obviously are going to be the one to watch out for, in my opinion, this year. And this guy right here with his spotter, TJ, everybody knows he sucks. It's going to be the number 8 machine of Josh Berry pulling it off on the Xfinity side. That's our pick. Now, over on the Cup Boys there, Sunday, it's going to be the man that's going for his last go around this year. That's right. On his retirement tour, we're rolling with the Ford guy. Number 4, Kevin Harvick. That's our picks for the weekend. Once again, Gravy Locks, Vegas Vipers, Boston Bruins, Dallas Mavericks, and the Miami Hurricanes. Make sure you guys check us out. Leave that like down there. Give us some comments. Play along. Each and every Saturday, it's Picks and Gravy presented to you by Ease and Bees Podcast. And until next week, good luck picking. And you know the drill. Get in there and make sure you eat some breakfast. Have a kick-ass weekend. Good luck picking. And we'll see you next week. Check us out on Friday. Peace.